court complex, courthouse. This is not the Supreme Court, but it is a very important high-level court in our court system, very high level. Sometimes presidents of the United States have to come down here and testify if there's a need to have that happen. We are now on Pennsylvania Avenue, one of the most famous streets in America. This was the very, very first street ever put in Washington, D.C. About 200 men came down here, cut the trees down, and made Pennsylvania Avenue. And Pennsylvania Avenue is very famous because behind us is the Capitol building, and in front of us is the White House. And every 4 years, we inaugurate a new president, and the parade comes right down the center of the street. They take all the lights out of the center of the street, and the parade goes right down the center. On the right side is one of the 189 embassies in Washington. All of your countries have embassies in the city, and if you look on the right side here, you will see the flag of Canada. Our closest and our friendliest neighbor, and they have a very large embassy right down in the city here. Embassies are all over the city. They can locate anywhere they want to, subject to the approval of our State Department. Canada's embassy, as you can see, is a very large building. It's made to give the idea that Canada is a very, very large country in land area. On the left side is a museum with a dome on top. That is the National Gallery of Art. That is a world-class art museum. And can you imagine that whole building, that entire building, and all of the world masterpieces inside were the gift of one man. His name was Andrew Mellon from Pittsburgh, and all I can say is it must be nice to be rich. The next building on the right side is all glass. It is one of our newer museums. It is private. It is called the Newseum. And you can see newspapers down here on the sidewalk from many of our states and many countries of the world. This building celebrates news in the form of television, radio, newspapers, and magazines. Large government buildings. On the left side is the Federal Trade Commission, an agency of the President. Next on the left side is a very large building. This is the National Archives. This is where our Declaration of Independence and Constitution are on display. Anybody ever see the movie National Treasure with Nicolas Cage? It took place in the beginning right in this building, the National Archives. On the right side is the Navy Memorial. Navy Memorial. You all stopped there, right? Saw the big globe, big map of the world. On the right side, this is the FBI headquarters, J. Edgar Hoover FBI headquarters, and the boss of the FBI is the Department of Justice, and that is on the left side, Department of Justice, home of the lead lawyer of the United States. We call him